Hey guys, Jonathan from Stub Reviews, and today I'm here to review the new indie film, The Man That Killed Hitler and Then Bigfoot. So, the movie is exactly about what the title suggests it is. It's about this guy who covertly killed Hitler back in the 40s, and now he's an older guy, it looks like sometime in the 90s, and the FBI is coming to him and asking him to kill the Bigfoot. So on paper, this sounds something along the lines of, Sharknado, or it should be in the same vein. But the reality is, the director and the writer seemed like they crafted a very, very good character piece about dealing with loss and regret. So this film is carried 100% by Sam Elliot. I can't imagine anyone else playing the role quite as well as he does. He gives a very reserved performance, although he's realistic and finds humor in all sorts of situations. The directing is also fantastic. This film is beautifully shot. We get a lot of awesome wide shots of the wilderness, and everything that takes place in the 40s is expertly crafted. It looks like it could have come out of Forrest Gump. The production value is that good. The writing is also very interesting. Like I said before, this movie is a character piece, so it's definitely the best when it focuses on Sam Elliott's character and dives into his past, and we get to see what he did during World War II. It's really interesting in that respect. Also, this movie is narratively different. It's not linear. It goes back and forth between the 40s and the present based on what he's dealing with in the present. So everything's thematical. So it creates for a very interesting viewing, and it's not confusing. It's definitely aligned well. So this film is split into two distinct parts. The first half of the movie is really just about him dealing with his flashbacks and a little bit of PTSD when he went over to kill Hitler back in the 40s. And then the second half is about, him going after Bigfoot. I'm going to say that the first half was a little bit more developed, and the second half, where he goes after Bigfoot, feels a little bit more like an afterthought. Like, quite honestly, someone could have focused entirely on the first half of the movie, and it would have made a great film on its own. The second half is interesting. It's definitely more action-packed and fast-paced. However, it's really jarring because the movie doesn't really feel like it has, a beginning, middle, and an end. It kind of feels like it has a first act and a second act, and that's it, which is fine. But I think that there could have been a smoother transition between the two. Also, I'm not going to keep you guys, waiting. You do get to see Bigfoot quite a bit towards the end. There's a awesome fight. I was really surprised at how gritty they decided to go with it. But it's definitely a man versus beast fight, and it was well worth, the weight of the runtime. So guys, I have to say, The Man Who Killed Bigfoot and Then Hitler is definitely one of the most original films I've seen in a while. It has an excellent performance by Sam Elliott. It's beautifully shot, and the movie is very interesting, and it carries a very different narrative structure. And I have to say, if you can see it, please go see it. It's in a few select theaters. Right now, it's also on Amazon Prime. I think it's like $7. It's totally worth the money. If you guys want something that's original, cool, I guess a little bit of World War II and a little bit of sci-fi, this movie is definitely for you. I'm going to go ahead and give The Man That Killed Hitler and Then Bigfoot a 4 out of 5 stars. So guys, how'd you like the review? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Please let me know in the comments. Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. You can also buy our merch at cafepress.com/Stubmasters. I'm Jonathan from Stub Reviews. Have an excellent day.